So welcome back to Summoner 2, and when we were in the Realm of Twilight we picked up this page for this book, so let's go and open it in our palace. By the command of Githzeran, first Emperor of Galdea, none may enter or leave this tome. If you cross you shall be damned, as those who haunt this place are damned. Oh, you're the queen! Yeah, go in then, babe. Good luck. Later. Yep, so we get to go inside the Tome of The Nhuvasarim. I think that's how it's pronounced anyway, I don't really know. So this is a bonus area in the game that's kinda difficult, mostly because a lot of the stuff's immune to fire, which isn't too helpful. But kicks aren't fire elemental, so we're going to use them. So this place is also relating to the first game event. Indeed it worked. We're inside the book. He was indeed a gifted sorcerer. So to start this off we've got to go and activate some enemies. So the majority of these enemies are going to be basically immune to all our attacks, but you know what they're not immune to? Kicks in the face. Unless of course they dodge it. There we go, one kick in the face kills a dog quite easily. Rod the Usurper, Emperor of Orneria, who was slain by the Summoner, probably in the first game then I guess. The statue's eyes seem to move as if he himself were trapped within. So there's quite a lot of flavour stuff, like here there's some people burning because, you know, burning people was good I suppose. Let's activate those and then have a look around here. The statue of Mebus, a queen of ancient Halasar. She was the first ruler seduced by the Nhuvasarim. And these ones show the blue orb representing our kingdom, and people enslaving it apparently. They're quite creative. Sup dog? Yeah, so these dogs are going to be immune to our attacks, so screw it, we're just going to keep kicking them in the face. It's basically going to be the running theme of this entire area, is kicking everything in the face. So I hope you like things being kicked in the face. These enemies are supposed to come to us, but I suppose the AI broke when I examined one of the things. And these enemies can go immune, which is really annoying. Luckily they seem to do it less often than the spiders, but it's still annoying. Oh, that's disgusting. And here we get some fortitude gloves for Yargo. And the red amulet, which is going to prove to be useful in this very area. And this is also where we're going to use the other two amulets we got. Because we got a blue and a yellow amulet earlier in the game, and we use them both here. So there's loads of flavour text basically all over this area. It's basically like a prison for, oh right, this guy's immune, and that means forward to get rid of it, and then we kick him in the face. Oh, you don't have enough AP, that's annoying. It's a good job that I bought loads of these action elixirs, so I get to continue kicking things in the face. A thousand evil souls are screaming in agony. Nice place. The statue of the Archmage Mortonicus. The power unleashed from the book is seared off his face. The faceless one spread the heresy into Medivir and Ornia. I can't imagine blood's very good ink. Like, it stains, I'll give it that, but, you know, it probably doesn't have the clarity that proper ink has. Now, this area is, let's just say that there are far too many enemies respawning. So I might end up cutting out exceptionally long moments when there's far too many. up. So Torx could do with some more, like, mana or AP. And we'll get a bit more of them soon, because we're going to be able to do something to permanently increase that. Are you finally finished? You finally finished, game. Thank you. Right, let's get going. This is a very elaborate book. Another magic circle. Yep, and that's hinting to use the things. And because I'm going to end up having Sangura run right over it because she's an idiot, I may as well go and get rid of that magic circle now so it doesn't do any damage. So we're going to equip the blue amulet and then run right over it, and our ability points are permanently increased. And that turns off the circle. If we go over it without using that, then we'll take some damage or lose some ability points, something like that, every time we do it. Let's go open up this box because it's got something very useful for Torgus. It's basically just the normal Supreme leggings, but instead we get to also be hasted, so now he gets to move around quicker, which means he can get to people to kick them in the face quicker. The AI is just really stupid, because I mean, like, you're going to do 1 damage if you hit him with your axe, and yet he's going to hit him with the end of his axe. You finally finished, game? Okay, that's good. Let's have a look down here. These trees are made of raw, maggot-infested meat. This one bears a resemblance to Luminov, the demon of light. The demons were allies of the Nhuvasarim. I don't know how to say it, I keep changing my mind. Oh, and more enemies did spawn. Come on, Torgus, get up. You're supposed to be the big manly one here, and you just keep getting kicked over by dogs. I mean, come on. You done? Okay. Well, you see this big maggoty tree? You know what that thing needs? I think that it needs a nice slice of a flaming sword. What do you say? Ouch! You're talking to me? That hurts! Stop waving that thing around before you kill someone! Okay. Did anyone ever tell you you're awfully chatty for a tree? Hey, you're just in time! We're reenacting the Battle of Rolong! Stunning! A rigorous yet graceful mise en scene, but you forgot the drawing. What's up, guys? To-do list items make me stronger. Bring it on. Okay. My new to-do list feature set the server on fire. Is that bad? Probably bad. If you were driving my car, you'd be playing Summoner 3 by now. Sadly, it never came out, guys. I inherited the effects system and all I got was a lousy t-shirt. Yeah, that's probably gonna happen. Yeah, so the thing about this area, there's a couple of Easter eggs hidden around. That's the first one, and there's gonna be a few more. Sup, mate? Heard of Titus, the demon of stone. A summoner bound before demons in the forge of Uraf. Huh. You know what this could do with? I think having a look at this magic circle might do it. Welcome to the Nhuvasarim tonight. And have we got a great show lined up for you? Unless you're watching Just play the music. Hey, you wanna go mime wrestling later? Mime wrestling? Like backyard wrestling? That's how I got this job. Our first guest is a member of the Peter Kaufmers. Let's give a big nosy welcome to this generic parrot. Thank you very much. Now you play the role of Pyrrole in Summoner 1. Why did they cut you from the sequel? What do you mean they cut me? I'm right here, right? If they cut me, why am I here? Wait a minute! Where are my keys? I hate this job. Then let's talk about me! I was also Hendrix in the Red faction. You see, I got thrown into a wading pool. I lost my keys in the wading pool. Right, I'll send an email to the THQ employees. When are we going to talk about me? Shut it, Polly. This is my show. You got a show, but I got a pyro suit. It goes 0 to 60 in 4 seconds. I hate my life too. I hate my job and my life. So why did they cut you? I was going to be Maya's arch nemesis, a trash-talking kung fu pout with a hankering for oatmeal. Then some four-legged pencil-neck rewrote the script. Hey, Captain, your mum's here. Jeez, Mum, I'm trying to do a show here. What's wrong with you? You don't have time for your own mother. These mimes make good money. Look, I'll just call you later, right? Hey, wait a minute. You're not my mother. Why does everyone want to be my mother? Can't they just leave a poor woman alone? My agent says I'm a liability. And my last gig paid for his boat. Hey, feature creep, eat this guest. Okay, but powers give me gas. Guys, the set's on fire. You're the producer, why don't you go make some action items or something? Okay, that was interesting. This Gifferin guy seems quite weird. I mean, writing all this stuff in his book. There's some quite weird fanfiction he's got going. Now I'm good friends. Oh, there's a second magic circle here. So let's wait until you finish casting and change your equipment. Give you yellow amulet, and you also don't need that flaming cutlass anymore, so let's give you Gifrin's mace. And we just got more concentration. So I believe we now have 10 concentration, so we didn't actually need as much concentration as I thought earlier on. The rings have been destroyed, so that would have been from the first game then. Because yeah, there's going to be another way that we're going to get concentration while we're here, so we only really needed 6, but at the same time, considering the fact Maya's gained far more levels than she really needed, I was happy to waste those points of concentration with her, just to make sure that we were able to get through the stuff we did do. The Yari level 10 gem that I just skipped right past, we'll be using that later, because that'll be probably the best gem we get for a Yari. To break your immunity. I just broke your immunity! What an absolute jerk. here we have one final one. So let's equip ourselves with a red amulet. And now our magic defense has been increased. We can go back to using what we did before now. Sue's on a speed talisman. And she had the magic talisman thing. LMD necklace, that's the one. Let's have a look at this. The statue of Markevol, the demon of darkness. In my dream, Uraf said we were one and the same. So if these demons are part of Uraf, then they also dwell in me, which may explain why I'm such a jerk. And why I've been just such a jerk throughout the entire game. Well, if they're a part of me, then I suppose trying to use a magic circle with them probably wouldn't be too much of a bad idea. Exit to the Hall of the Blasphemers. Sure thing, why not? So let's see what this place is going to be like. Because obviously it's probably going to be like a huge gauntlet of demon fighting or something. Wait a minute. This can't be right. Where are we? Why are there flying cows outside? What's going on here? Oh, it's Volition! Hi guys. You discovered an Easter egg, brought to you in stunning Timmy vision. Yep, I did keep that pirate cutlass, thanks. Yeah, so this is effectively where their Easter eggs started going from just, yeah, let's add a silly conversation thing into, you know what, screw it, let's put our entire office into this game. Okay. So you can kind of go around. A lot of these people you can't talk to. There's some areas you can't reach, like the other side of this room. But there's a few things in here that I would like to point out. I may end up just going through a video where I'll just show the entire place if someone hasn't already done it. So over here's the summoner side of things. I do like this here, that there's actual warnings that probably came up when beta testing the game or something. Unable to find, move for this skill, none on character Maya NPC. So that's pretty decent. So there's a few main things I want to show in this office space that we got going. The first off is something that has absolutely no relevance to this game whatsoever, but was apparently in the first game that I don't remember. There's a ragdoll item here. So that was supposed to have been in the first game apparently, but like I said, haven't played it. Well, I played it a bit, but not to the end. Sup, mouse? Oh. But you are in this game, what's going on? Doesn't make any sense. Now there's an interesting thing at one of these places.
Port side! Main mast!
Oh yeah, there's that guy who has our voice from the start of the game. Stick my hand in the fire, are you mad? But where is the NPC that I want to talk to? Oh, sup babe. Yay, crunch time is fun! Hello. Why do you look like showering gear? I script the Easter egg level, I get to be whatever I want. But he isn't actually looking like showering gear, he just looks like a normal dude. So it actually kind of makes me wonder, because I haven't really looked into this, whether or not they actually finished this level. Because there's a load of people who will just say that, yeah, they don't have anything to say yet, and I don't know if that's intentional or if they just didn't get around to it before we shipped the game. So, you know, that's kind of interesting. So a lot of these rooms have a few people to talk to in. Like I said, I'll probably record going around talking to all of them at one point. That's a lot of water coolers. Entering RF land, great. Hey, sup, Rav, how you doing, mate? I give it an 8.767 rather on my scale of 1.3 to 11.4. Don't know what you're actually measuring though, mate, but okay. Interesting looking office space, that one. So there's this guy here. Skybox! And now he just runs around the place just yelling Skybox. It's probably an inside joke I don't get, because, you know, I didn't work at their office, so obviously I wouldn't know. Oh, there's another exit there that we can't go to. Now, where is the person I want to talk to? So this area has combat sounds in it for some reason. I'm not sure if that's just being silly or if it's referencing that they had a hard time in that office or something. Yep, Skybox, mate. So, yeah, I'm good. Well, someone else had Skybox to say, mate. Yes, over here, to start with is this one. Excuse me? You don't fit in here. You're fired. He just destroys him from existence. So there's this place has combat sounds in it again, with loads of people who looked all ragged up. Like, again, I don't know if this is like making a joke about the fact that working in this specific place was bad or something like that. Or if he's just being silly. Yep, Skybox, mate. My real name is Doug. Good to know. I am Meet Webstar. I give it to 64.7% chance on rain. I saw 5.6 cars with their windows down. Risky. But there's one here, and even though I've been saying most of this stuff, but just in case you don't feel like reading, I'm not going to say anything over this one because this is a little bit special. Like, I only just came here the first time today just to check it out before recording, and I have to say, this is probably the sweetest Easter egg I've ever seen. So we can't just say we're not this person. What are you doing wasting your time then? And more importantly, what are you doing wasting your time? Do you have a prophecy to fulfill or something? Yeah. But yeah, if you actually say you are, then this happens. Yeah, so this guy here, this Matt Flagel, sounds like a great guy. He actually proposed in this game, which I think is incredible. I hope that they got together. I'm not looking into it just in case it didn't go well, because that would be upsetting, but I'm hoping that it did. Because, you know, to actually make an Easter egg to propose with is incredible. I just have to admire that. That is some pro game design Easter egg implementation. So yeah, I hope him and Amanda got along well. That's great. So yeah, that's a thing. That made me so happy the first time when I noticed that, because I didn't realise that would be in the game at all. And there's a fridge full of beer. Like, that is just such a sweet thing. That is definitely the sweetest Easter egg I've ever come across. It's just beautiful in every way. Like, you can be silly with Easter eggs, you can be funny, you can even be serious and stuff, you know. They went really silly with Easter eggs here. I mean, there's literally flying cows and a tornado over there. But to actually just go and propose your love like that inside the Easter egg is truly amazing. So yeah, we're done for the time being. Let's leave. Because we've actually got a quest to do, so we can't just spend our entire time in Volition's office, which sadly no longer exists because THQ went bankrupt. But hopefully that guy still has a great life. Now then, let's level up ourselves a bit, because for some reason we've got loads of levels. Get nimble attack. And dump points into parry. And I suppose parry or sword weapons with you. I'll go parry. And for Maya, let's go with put points into fire just so I don't need to wear that ring to be able to do the Inferno thing anymore. And then a point into warrior. You don't actually need an enchant firing, mate, because you've got that sword, that axe that does it already, so you can give that to her. What's up, guys? Hear about that guy proposing? Sweet, eh? Yeah, so I only actually found out about those Easter eggs recently, just because I was checking through some guides and stuff to make sure that I got all the side quest stuff completed and I didn't miss anything. And then I happened to notice that mentionings about those Easter eggs, and I'm like, oh, I've got to check those out. And I only just did it literally an hour before recording, and yeah, I'm very happy with them. There's something odd about this circle. Let's dump stuff in it, let's see what happens. Ooh, we gain skill points. Let's dump more stuff in it and see what happens. Let's dump even more stuff in it and see what happens. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. There's 2 more of these magic circles. Even though there's 6 ravens around the circle, one of the thrones is broken, so that hints to the fact that there's only 5 of those circles you can use. So sadly there's no going back for us now into that Volition place, because we've just used up the magic circle when took us there. But we don't need to go back anyway, because we've got a quest to do, just like that guy said. And seriously, proposing in a game Easter egg, just gotta love it. And the actual screen that it showed was a still from the game's credits, so that will probably be in the credits as well. I just whirlwinded and you went back to immune again. Why is this not breaking immunity? It usually does, and then it just doesn't. I don't understand why. What's up, mate? Just looking to kick you in the face some more. Not enough AP. It's not good. We're almost at the end of this place actually. It's not a very long dungeon. It's just annoying because of stuff constantly respawning like that. Why is it not breaking his immunity? There are so many enemies. This is ridiculous. You know, I really appreciate the work on the Easter eggs, and the proposing one makes me really happy, but it still doesn't make up for the fact that you're constantly respawning enemies on me. You know, don't do it. It's not good. Another one respawned. Are you kidding? Okay, I think that's the first time that the computers actually used Meteor Storm. Yep, so this is some sort of boss, I suppose. It's not really a boss, so I mean, like, you just kill some enemies and then you kill him. That's pretty much it. Don't cast death. Am I meant to do something? I forgot whether or not this is like a gimmick fight or if it's just kill everything. Oh, I suppose just everything respawns constantly fight. Oh, I forgot about that. Stepping on that bit raises fire resistance, which for someone who has under fire resistance already, I suppose isn't really important. Oh well. Cycle already has a lot as it is, so I guess she doesn't need any more. Magic Circle 4 and a Vortex Rod, which is inferior to the rod that I already have. And Summoning Mastery, that will allow us to stay in our summoned form for as long as we want. Which effectively means that having any ranks into Summoner is pointless. But with that said, you know, there is actually another reason to have 10 points into Summoner. So then, regen boots. I suppose I should give them to Torgus. So is there anything I'm missing down here? Probably not. Yeah, so we can jump down here and get back downstairs. But for the time being, we're going to quickly go down and use this magic circle we got. And hopefully we won't be respawning enemies. Did I jinx myself? No, I didn't. Great. Now, this magic circle might be pointless. Let's quickly check our skills. How many points do we have into discipline, into concentration? 10. So yeah, that was kind of pointless. Oh well. We can get some other points into stuff, so let's put some points to warrior again. So we can have defensive stance now if we want it, but I want to go for offensive stance later on if I end up getting that many levels. Yeah, so this is probably the happiest part just due to the whole proposal thing, so we'll end it here once we go back to Halasar. Because from this point on, I'm not sure when I'm going to upload this one, because I haven't really organised an order, because I haven't actually been to... What's up, babe? And if there isn't a page missing anymore, you should probably, you know, update that. But anyway, I've done all the side quests and stuff that don't relate to needing to go to Mirrodin's Pass and the other 2 final areas of the game yet. By the time where I am now, so the only thing that's really left to do is to go and get this sword from this dude. Indeed, I am the Light of Halasar. So we get this for giving money to educate people. It's a good melee weapon, but obviously I'm using magic all the time, so it's pointless. So all that's left is for us to go to Mirrodin's Pass, then to go and take down Crobolus and defeat the Tempest and win the game.